But yeah, apparently just became the #1 Diablo 4 player in the world. Look at him.
Good.
Well,
for
at least
him.
It is good. Republicans, we do play video games apparently.
Y'all gamers.
All right, this is from Paul Tassi.
Decked out in this armor. Look at that shit.
It does look pretty nice. Again, I would have that too. Like if I was super rich, right? You just be buying fucking like Diablo armors and shit. I'd be running around like Hollywood, just dressed in like, gamer gear.
I wonder if he could make a dungeon room, just full immersion.
I would have a dungeon room too, but it'd be a different sort of dungeon.
Yeah, you could game in that too, though.
We'd be a little bit busy at the game, but okay, I guess. If you lose at this match, then you get an extra spanking, right?
No, don't.
The mystery of how Elon Musk has so much time to become a world-ranked Diablo 4 player continues. Despite his, do you think they investigated to make sure that interns weren't?
It looks like it. They got sources and everything. We got a man inside. We're finding this out. Oh my Lord! Despite his recent appointment to run the Department of Government Efficiency by Donald Trump, he is demonstrating that efficiency in the form of speed clearing Pit 150 in Diablo 4. I don't know what that fucking means, but apparently that's a very impressive accomplishment. It appears he may also have just set a world record, becoming the #1 player in the game. Seriously. Really?
Could you imagine if his player character was the least decked out? You would never guess that was Elon Musk because it's got all the basic stuff, no bells and whistles. He's not buying anything because rich people are usually cheap, right? So he's not buying any of the extras. You got fancy special mount that you bought for $100 and you're all cool. And he's just some little peasant guy with a little fucking donkey. You're look at this fucking player. They just fucking dominates everything.
Yeah, he's Elon.
Yeah. I would find this hard to believe had he not posted his sub 2-minute run on Twitter. When he finished, there is 13 minutes and 4 seconds.
He's showing off. What a gamer.
Yeah. And subtracting that from the 15-minute start time, that's a run of 1 minute and 56 seconds. That would put him 3 seconds below current record holder Resistance at 159. And those two are only tracked players in the world to get under 2 minutes for this run. It says, so many life lessons to be learned from speedrunning video games on max difficulty. Teaches you to see the Matrix rather than simply exist in the Matrix. Diablo tier 150 in under 2 minutes. That's what she said. He even made the "that's what she said" joke. Look at that.
My God. What a gamer. An awkward sex joke.
Here's the thing. This actually makes sense, right? Because it's speedrunning and Elon Musk is autistic as fuck.
Okay. 100%. Yeah.
Is he?
No, he is. There's no 100%. He is. He just is.
Oh, I don't know.
He's talked about it before and stuff, right? He's autistic.
Sure.
And, if you look at all the speedrunners, they're also autistic as well. I'd be a really great speedrunner. I just don't see the need for it. I'm a different kind of autist. But these guys, speedrunners, they just their brains are wired really fucking weird.
How so? They just do it over and over again to the point that they're just
the repetition and everything, and the pattern recognition and knowing and just doing it and being okay doing that. Most people get bored, but they get the joy and the stuff out of it. It's really weird. Science got to study their brains. They would actually probably be really good for missions to Mars and stuff, where you got to do a repetitious task over and over again with little outside stimuli and stuff, right?
It'd be good for Mars. That sounds fun.
No, really, because you're in an enclosed environment. You're in an enclosed environment where you get up, you got to do the thing with the plants, do the thing with the garbage, whatever it is that you got to do to make sure that you don't fucking die on Mars. Right? Yeah. And there's no you can't go nowhere. There's no distractions. Normal people would be fuck, I want to go to McDonald's or to the movies or drive down the street or to a park. And then people just be so focused on their task and getting it done as efficiently as possible. They're the closest thing we got to robots while still being human. Is what I'm saying.
In Predator, the lady said they're the next step of human evolution.
I always thought, and you people might find this funny, but I always gave credence to the idea that what if people with Down syndrome are the true next evolution in humanity? Okay, think about it for a second. They all look more or less the same, right? If someone has Down syndrome, and I'm not trying to make fun, but they do all have the same similar look.
Be very careful. I'm holding the disavow button so hard right now. So be very careful.
They all have a very similar look.
Go ahead. Okay.
Most of them are very friendly. Because of the condition they have, they can utilize certain parts of their musculature that we can't, right? Like we have limits. Like our brain goes, no, if you do that, you'll overwork your muscles, you'll tear a muscle, you'll be sore. But because of the way their brains are wired, because of the Down syndrome, they don't have that. That's why, like, when they get mad and they, push people or something, like they push them like super hard, like what they call R-tard strength, right? Like it's because of the psychological thing in your brain that tells you not to. Like,
right.
It's so deep in your subconscious, you don't even realize it. Right. That's why, like, when you hear those stories, like, oh, that mom picked up a car, like you can lift a car realistically.
Yeah. With the adrenaline and all that. Yeah.
No, without the adrenaline, just if you actually accessed your muscles in the correct way, you could lift a car. It would blow out your muscles afterward. Right.
Yeah.
From using them at like 100%, but you could. So they have that where like you could only utilize like 60% of your muscle. Like even a weightlifter, I think, can get to like 75. They can get like 80 without trying, like without even meaning to. They could like hit like 80%. Which I think is a benefit. Like, could you imagine if we could just unlock that part of it? But anyway, also they're really friendly and they like each other. Like, so could you imagine a society where we all sort of looked similar? Like that would get rid of all the whole like, you're different from me because like we all kind of look different. Over, we all look more or less the same, thought the same, and they don't have the intelligence to like ruin the environment. So that would also be a benefit to the planet, right? And they're happy. They're not like trying. Like most people are not happy because like, oh man, I want more. They're just like satisfied with what they have. So if we all had that, I think the world would be like a really nice place to live.
You should write.
Wouldn't be very advanced, but it'd be really, really nice. So I want to like get like a community of them and see what happens. Like we just get like 100 of them in like a forest somewhere.
TV show.
Yeah, just let them live in like a forest together.
Roam free.
Release the fucking Downs and just all go running into the forest.
Oh no! Stop it.
Says I remain somewhat baffled as to how this is happening. We're getting canceled after that. Yes, Elon is a known Diablo grinder, but to this level, not only how does he have the time, but just how is he doing it? He has essentially the same Quill Volley Spiritborn build everyone else is using. Man, those are 3 words I have no idea what they mean.
Yeah, it means something.
But someone who's played Diablo is like, I know exactly what that means, Tony.
Yeah. Holy shit, the man's an animal.
Yeah. But does he just have different tactics? Is his gear that much more perfect? Is he somehow getting lucky with enemy behavior?
Forbes?
Yeah. There's a common theory that Elon is somehow spending money to get good gear or having someone boost his account to reach these heights. There is not evidence of that. Plus, Diablo has features in place like when you re-roll or masterwork gear, it is bound to your account. And that takes both farming and a lot of RNG to get the perfect stats you want boosted. We're talking hundreds of hours here. It is, of course, certainly possible he's paying for advantages in some black market against TOS form or another, but why? Like, man, they like hate Elon so much. And like, they gotta think of it like he's out there in like the black market of fucking Diablo. Like, you got the new armor. You got that armor +3 for you, man.
They hate him so much that they're making theories. Well, where have I seen that before?
They're like, Donald Trump picked up the Trump phone. He's like, hey, I'm the president. Give Elon the good armor. None of this peasant shit. But why this game specifically? Why not other games as well, where this could be even easier? It's a bit baffling. It's because he likes Diablo. He probably was playing the first Diablo, and now he's
this is a crazy story. Wow.
When you're the richest man on earth, you can in fact delegate more or less all of your responsibilities elsewhere, which would give him maximum Diablo grinding time. Could you imagine? Like all these hot chicks are like, come to bed with us. Eli's like, no, I got to grind like 6 more hours on Diablo, baby. Most people are doing coke. He's doing coke.
If I'm number 1. Yeah.
Yeah. Like other people are doing coke and partying. And he's doing coke to stay up and like grind at Diablo. It's like, yeah, 3 more hours of fucking being awake.
The Sigma male.
He has been planted as at Trump's side since the election, but it has not stopped him from shooting for the top of the charts, it seems. Was that why he was getting yelled at? Remember where people thought he was playing on his phone? Like, do you think he was like remotely playing Diablo? And Trump's like, dude, we're at a fucking boxing match. Stop. Like, put the Diablo away.
That'd be pretty base.
As of right now, Musk's 1 minute 56-second run is not showing up on the Hell Tides list, but I'm not sure how often that updates. Did Elon buy his way here? Did he cheat somehow? Or is he just the world's luckiest RNGer and most talented Diablo player? I have no idea. How come they're not questioning the other guy? The other guy that has a better time than him, right?
Yeah.
So that there is a guy that exists with a better time. And no one's going, well, how did he do it? He's not rich. He's not Elon. Like, Elon has time and stuff to do this. Like,
Yeah.
That other guy's like, oh, yeah. I don't know,
Maybe
he's
there's,
legit.
they should have mentioned it, but maybe there's like a track record, like, yo, that guy's like a Diablo like fanatic, like since the second one or some shit. But they should have mentioned that if that's the case. I'm saying they're asking questions I can ask, but maybe it's that. I can do what they do. I'm a reporter.
Yeah.
Look.
I have no idea, but this story remains a puzzle I cannot quite solve. But congrats, I guess. Update. Aha! There may be a twist to this story, and you could offer some explanation of this new, seemingly record time by Musk. There has been a bug going around in Diablo 4 the past few days with the elixir of anti-venom, which can increase player health to 1 million or more, far beyond what it's supposed to be. There are ways to transfer max health into damage, and that result is the ability to one-shot essentially everything in the entire game, including, say, Pit 150 bosses, which have been easy to farm as a result of this bug. That bug was patched yesterday, but Musk's video went up during the time the bug was still alive. And it is at least a possible explanation as to why he was able to beat the current world record by... Again, the current world record is 3 seconds, I guess, over Elon's, right? And no one's going, well, that guy did it. Like, it's possible that Elon could get, 3 seconds better, right? He moved, instead of just going straight, he did like an angle and that cut off like that 3 seconds of time he needed or whatever. I don't know what the fucking map looks like.
Imagine if Elon solved the bug himself.
Wouldn't there be a way to prove it? He says in the next sentence, he goes, however, there's no way to prove this, is we don't see his damage numbers or his health totals during this run. I would have thought that would have showed up on the capture, but I guess it didn't. Maybe he would be far, but wouldn't it be obvious? Like if you see him like fight the boss and the boss goes down in one shot, you go, yeah, he's clearly cheated, right? Like, but he's like,
I'm not looking at
3 or 4
footage.
times. But you understand what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Like you could one shot the boss by using this bug. So just watch the fight. Like if he one shots the boss, you go, oh, clearly he used the bug, right? Like, should be that easy. Am I missing something?
I think we're all missing something. What is going on? What is this?
He would be far, far from the only person to be using this bug when it was live. But it does, of course, have the potential to break records for Pit 150 farming for everyone, which may be why the Hell Tides list has not updated yet with new times. And Resistance, with a pre-bug time of 159, remains